What is going on, peeps? Welcome back to another video. And if you can remember from the last video, we were in this trade sale on gold with the not 100% certainty that it will go in our favor, and as you can see, we have took a L. Now, previous from this trade, which is why I'm kind of like, I'm annoyed, but it's a work in progress. All right, now this is something that keeps happening to me. Now the first trade that I got into was obviously, as I mentioned in the last video, I got in around 44.80 something, right? Stops above there. I keep doing that. Stops above stops just above the highs, and I got out at around this level right here, 38 something, for a 3-to-1 risk to reward. Now my initial targets for this trade was down around here, because obviously if you look on the 4 hour, we just had this massive bullish candle, and we just have a lot of orders that just like probably didn't get filled. I just thought we were gonna have some kind of filling in here before obviously either takes off or retrace and then continues. I don't know, but if we're going to continue with the bull trend, then I just figured we come back in here at least to this EMA or down to this area, and before moving forward. So my initial targets was at 22, if as I mentioned in that video, it's at 19, 22, 24, just right there on that 78.6 retracement level, which would have been a 10-to-1 risk to reward. Now as I'm looking at this trade, and I'm thinking, if I'd have just held this trade, I'd have probably been halfway into completing my FTMO challenge already. And this is something that always irritates me. I always jump out of trades and then I start to go in the opposite direction and whatnot. So I've taken a couple losses after the first initial win, but I got out around there for 3-to-1, and I've taken, oh, even that, it's like an 8, like a 7-to-1. Oh my days, man. You know what, I need to really focus on not continue making these silly mistakes and going against the trend, and just stick with the plan. So let's go on here quickly. So I've taken a few losses. Now if you remember in the first video, I caught the position short, so I didn't take a full loss, so 2.5s. So for the day we're down £46. For the week we're up around £29. Nothing crazy. But I've just taken 2 or 3, let's say 3 losses, because on even though it's technically two losses, but I've just actually only one of them hit the stop loss, but I've actually just cut the position in half, so I didn't take a full loss. And now I'm just looking at this just go towards the target that I initially expected this to go to, but I got out way too early and then started to try and trade against the trend and all this nonsense that just, yeah, this right here is just what I've been dealing with for a while. Like this is what I've been dealing with, like constantly keep doing the same mistakes, the same thing. But as I said, I'm refining it, and I'm aiming to improve. Like this for me is also a documentation. It's also for documentation purposes, so I can look back at it and say, okay, see, that's where we're going wrong. There's the evidence, there's the proof. Change that crap. Change it now, or else nothing is gonna change. And another thing after this, now after taking 2 losses, right, or 3 losses right here, now I was like, oh, I can't do this, and I started doing, like, I try and get in on the sell, and then before you know it, bam, the market spikes up. So after taking these losses, I'll probably still be trying to buy the market, because I'm hoping it goes going up, and it'll just continue keep going down and taking me out. But as of now, let's take this off, let's reassess, let's see where we are and see what's happening. So on a daily time frame, now this is initially why I wanted to go short, and I really wanted to like go all the way down here, because as you can see, following this pullback 618, that's one move down past the previous low, so a new low, lower high. I'm expecting that to be a low high, and followed by a lower high, we normally get a lower low. So I don't know how quick that will play out, or if that will be the play, considering that we have broken above the daily moving average. We've came back down here. This could just be a push down to, as I said again, continue going up, and we probably find, I don't know where we'll find the actual low high, or maybe we don't find a low high and we just continue to make a high. You just don't know what's going to happen. It's just anticipating, and then it's going with the flow once it happens. So that's the 4 hour, and that's what I'm looking at. That's the daily, and that's what I'm looking at now. If this flow continues, then I'll be looking to take shorts to continue going down. Now I know I have a different trend on here, a different Fibonacci tool on here, because you can see on the 4 hourly we're kind of starting to make a new trend, a counter trend, a counter trend if you'd like, in the bullish direction. Now I have to see things play out in a transition from the downwards move to the upwards move for me to consider taking this in any direction, to continue going down with it or to go up. Now if I'm looking on this time frame, we currently can't see anything really, so now I'm literally just sitting back. After taking a couple losses, I actually want the next trade to at least be a win. I won't be risking the normal risk size. I'll probably drop it down to 0.5s instead of 0.15s or 10s, and we'll just see how this plays out. Now we can see we're having some kind of rejection right there to the 618 level based on here, but I still just think we're going to come back, we're going to come down a bit more. I don't want us to come down a bit more because I'll be so annoyed that I've missed out on literally, how much was that, from around 44 all the way down here. That's like, yeah, a lot of pips, over 100, almost 200 pips. That would hurt me so much, so I don't want to see that happen. I actually wanted to stop there at least and then continue in the next direction, but I can't control the markets. We'll just see what happens. I'm going to drop down the time frame, and we are waiting for something along the lines of just a change of direction, some higher lows, high highs, and just a change of direction to see if we can take this market up or just see what happens. So yeah, that's what we're looking at after taking a few losses. We're just gonna have some patience and wait, because the last thing I want to do right now is start revenge trading and just mess everything up. I mean, just have some patience and see what happens. Even if I don't get the best entry of like down here, let's just wait and see. Let's have a look on this. Okay, let's see what's happening on here. Could we find trades anywhere else? That's another thing I don't want to necessarily do, but let's just have a look to see if we can find anything that's nice. So we've had okay, so what's going on for certain? What is going on for certain? Okay, for certain, we've definitely not broken that level. Let's go here. Let's go skedaddle. Let's do a rectangle, the weekly, just a small box. Let's go. No, I don't really like that, it's too wide. Those are the highs right there. Even if we just literally sorry about that, the lawnmower decided to start going. Even if we go, okay, daily, across, around here, straight across, stop there, 4 hour, I like US30, but it's so unpredictable at times. It's just not unpredictable, it's just so volatile, it's just scary. Like if you're not in the right direction, like you just, yeah, you're screwed. So on the 30, what do we have? Okay, on the 30, that level's been broken. Clearly we're having some kind of, we're having a few lower highs being formed. However, we are maintaining this level right here. Now the only way I'm getting into this, I'm not saying I'm getting into this, but we'd have to get some kind of, you know, break above. I'd like a deep retracement that doesn't close below and then give you some kind of like to then go up. But yeah, I'm not really trying to get into that, but it'd be interesting to see what happens. Oil, what are we doing? So I'll just leave the chart. I want to analyze. I want to see what's going to happen. I want to see if I can find probably any more opportunities, because at the moment on gold, unless we're just going to have a massive spike, which I'm going to keep monitoring, but yeah, I can't see nothing really happening right now. It's 11, so it's kind of quiet time, so just wait to see what happens on USDJPY. Now normally when USDJPY goes up, gold goes down, so it's kind of just seeing if this actually continues to go up, or you find some kind of resistance in that area, in this range right here, and then we start to fall down. We might do, we might not, we might just continue both, might just blow straight through it to hit these targets based on this 618 retracement from that to that. We haven't actually hit targets yet, so that's target 1, that's target 2 based on the daily, so that's a big one. So let's see what happens with that. AUD, okay, that's a daily as well. 23, not actually a 618, so we haven't actually formed a lower high just as yet, but we are pushing down. Let's go lower. Let's see if we can just get in this lower area down here. Wow, that looks like a buy. I mean, it looks like a buy because I don't know, is it a buy or is it not a buy? I'll have to see some more information, but I'm kind of, if this holds, because we came back into like this kind of liquidation zone or support, resist. Oh, gold looks like it's kind of pumping up. What's going on here? I'm not gonna jump in. Wow, nice. So what would I like to see? What would I like to see officially to get in on gold? What would I need to see? I need to see a break back above the EMA. I want to get in so bad. This is what happens the moment I see something like that, especially after the 618. I just want to get in. Maybe I can get like a variation on the 30-minute. That's another nice entry. Let's just wait and see. But yeah, let's go back on here. We're down 1%, over 1% for the day. That's a big drop. I'm not going against the trend. We're basically going down, and we have been going down. So for me to go ahead and buy down here now is kind of silly. But at the same time, what do we have here? Could that be a potential play? You never know, actually. We're just gonna sit back, wait, and see what happens with this one as well. Obviously, I need market to be above the EMA. I'm not trading against the EMA again, especially like currently in the position I'm in. So better on the 5-minute. Like, this is what I want to see, something like on gold, like the 5-minute come down there, have a break above it, and then the EMA just like flows and goes with it. But let's see what happens. So yeah, we are currently waiting on gold. I will fill you in when positions are taken and profits are being made.